So this week we've been talking about experiments and conducting them in proper ways of doing so. So we're going to continue talking about how scientists observe the world. And it's so important that we make accurate representations of the world so that we can draw conclusions from them. Now there's two types of observations that we can make, qualitative and quantitative, and we're going to come back to these in a minute. First, I want you to take out a pen and a paper and write down as many observations about the room that we're in right now. I want you to make this as detailed as possible so that if you gave this list to a friend who's never been in this room, that they could feel like they had been in here and that they can just envision it. Right? Everything that you can think of. For example, there's 6 orange-colored chairs, or a large whiteboard, or a bird chirping outside. All right, go. You have 2 minutes. All right, so now we're going to talk about the 2 different types of observations that we can make, qualitative and quantitative. First, we're going to talk about qualitative. Now, what word do you see in this prefix that looks a lot like that?
Quality.
Perfect. So if you were going to describe your own personal qualities, Marie, what types of words would you use?
Funny.
Good. What else, Jen?
Loud.
Sam?
Tall.
Perfect. These are all observations that y'all made with your eyes or your ears. And you used words to describe them. You didn't use any numbers. So qualitative observations are observations that we use making with our senses. So remember, that's sight, smell, hear, touch, and taste. So a way of remembering this one, because they're very similar words, is that there's an L in qualitative, and you can remember language starts with L, so we use our words to describe these. For instance, this door is brown. I see the color with my eyes, so it's a qualitative observation. On the other hand, we have quantitative observations. Again, in the prefix, you see quantity. When you place an order, sometimes you're asked what quantity, that's how many you want. So quantitative observations include numbers, that's how much of something. We use scientific tools and devices to gather quantitative observations. For instance, we have a ruler to measure the length of something, or a thermometer to measure temperature, or a scale to measure mass or weight. So these are all quantitative observations because they involve numbers. A way of remembering quantitative is it has an N in there, and number starts with the letter N. So for instance, it is 76 degrees outside. That would be a quantitative observation because 76 is a number, and I can plot that on a number line. So let's go back to y'all's observations that y'all recorded at the beginning of the class, and let's decide as a class if they're quantitative or qualitative observations. Who wants to go first?
Me.
Sam.
I have a black hair tie.
Awesome. So Marie, is that a quantitative or a qualitative observation?
Qualitative.
Why would that be a qualitative observation?
Because she saw it with her eyes and described its color.
Perfect. Great job. Jen, would you like to list any of your observations?
There is one picture.
One picture. What type of observation would that be?
Quantitative.
Why?
Because it's a number.
Awesome. So now we're going to do a little chant together to help us remember these observations and the difference between them. So the first time through, I'm going to say them and you're going to repeat after me, and the second time through, we'll say them all together. All right? So it goes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Number starts with the letter N.
Number starts with the letter N.
Quantitative, quantitative.
Quantitative, quantitative.
All right. Smell, hear, touch, and see.
Smell, hear, touch, and see.
We use these to observe quality.
We use these to observe quality.
Qualitative, qualitative.
Qualitative, qualitative.
Quantitative.
Quantitative.
Be precise and use a device.
Be precise and use a device.
Qualitative.
Qualitative.
Use your senses, look through your lenses.
Use your senses, look through your lenses.
All right, let's do it together, okay?
All right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Number starts with the letter N.
Quantitative, quantitative.
Smell, hear, touch, and see.
Use these to observe quality. Qualitative, qualitative. Quantitative.
Be precise and use a device. Qualitative. Use your senses, look through your lenses.
Great job.
Okay.